putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And the dunk by Junior.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
Now here's Rozier. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Singleton. On the wing, Junior. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Junior's got 44.
You know, even if this game doesn't go their way, I think he's got to be proud of how he performed tonight.
And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Speedy. And he drains the quick shot. He's got 19.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Ball passes to Rozier. Inside. Intercepted. And they're on the run. Here's Jay. Count it.
Number 2.
Now Ball. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
B.A., I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Now here's Rozier. Oh, they get a hand on it. Plumlee passes to Ball. The rebound by Jay. Pass to Singleton. Now Junior. From downtown. Nails it from 3. Junior's got 49 in the game.
He's getting to his spots and executing, just making the game look easy.
And, you know, the defensive effort is not bad. They're doing the best they can, but he's been simply too much for him.
Here's Speedy. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep.
I like their execution in the second half. They're keeping this game competitive because of how well they're executing.
Time called here. The Hornets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. And they recover it.
With that offensive rebound right there, they're likely to have the last possession.
Martin misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Charlotte. Pass to Ball. Back to Martin. Tries it from 19, and the jumper falls for him.
Assisted.
Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's Ball. Hayward outside. Back to Ball. Pass to Williams. It's deflected. Here's Singleton. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Junior's got 4 assists in the game.
Good decision making. scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Junior against Ball. And they call an illegal screen here. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Yeah, you know, some would argue that's more opportunities, which is factual, but also others would say it's a little watered down now. But there are more good players, so I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Junior with the bucket.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by... fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jay, he drops it from range.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
First one falls for him.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
Here's Singleton. Off target from three-point range. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Junior's got 53 points. And that's an intentional foul.
Number 15, second personal foul, 5th team foul. Timeout. Shooting for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots. Raleigh calls timeout. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
And he makes a first. Good on both. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for